Alright guys, so I'm here to show you guys my drawing progress. I've been drawing for 6 months already. And not 6 months, I took breaks. I took like around 2 month break because I've had shoulder problems, wrist problems, and ankle problems, and it was just fucking with my head, to be honest with you. So I couldn't really draw for 2 months. But I just got back into it. But I've been meaning to make a video about my progress because I'm a YouTuber that teaches people about dating advice, but generally I teach about mastery, right? And how to master skills and how to achieve your potential. And I'm the type of person that I like to do what I put my mouth where my money is. My money where my mouth is, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me apply the things that I've been teaching my clients. And so I began drawing because I read the book by Leonardo da Vinci called, not by Leonardo da Vinci, but the book of Leonardo da Vinci by Walter Isaacson, and it fascinated me. And by reading that biography, it showed me that it is possible that anyone could get good at drawing and painting. You just got to put in the time. And lucky for me, I'm an obsessive person. So let me show you guys my progress, my mindset in my progress, and what I did differently, in my opinion. So what I began doing differently was I began looking at the fundamentals of things. I'm a big fan of fundamentals. I began looking at what's the fundamentals of things. What I noticed, the fundamentals of things has always been geometry. Geometry is a foundation to everything. Chemicals the periodic tables, like chemicals are literal geometric shapes that bind together. Like literally, your brain is all about chemistry, but chemistry really is geometry. Things fitting into places the right way, right? So if you don't know how to represent things in the right geometric shape, nothing you look will look correctly. So what I began doing in the first month, of drawing, first of all, I used to draw people in the train, right? Obviously, but also I drew a lot of boxes, right? I drew a lot of boxes in different in different ways, in different angles, right? how to draw stairs, right? I drew a lot of boxes in different ways, right? And the reason why I drew a lot of boxes and different shapes is because I needed to understand geometry. When you understand how to properly show boxes in different ways, in different perspective, you will know how to draw almost anything. You just will, right? So that was the first month was learning how to draw boxes, right? So that's all I did, right? I just drew a lot of boxes, right? And I drew simplified forms of humans. I drew people in simplified forms, in their mannequin forms and stuff like that, right? So that was the first thing, right? And look, these are my to-do lists for drawings, right? These are my daily exercises. I don't do them often though, but I should. 1, lines with 2 dots, connect 2 lines, right? C's, drawing C's, learning how to draw big C's, learning how to draw circles, learning how to draw organic ovals, organic triangles, organic squares, S curves, organic rectangles, and 1 hour of anatomy, right? That's pretty much my own curriculum for drawing, right? And mind you, these are all in the first month of drawing, so these are not very good drawings, right? So let's upgrade, right? So I got this also, and this was to also sketch, right? But I wasn't that good, right? So what I used to do, I used to follow tutorials on how to draw trees. So this is not my own tree, right? This is not my own tree. I didn't draw this, I just followed a tutorial. These are all following tutorials and stuff like that, right? And what else? These are all like my failed attempts. My failed attempts at drawing, like, you know, my city, New York City. These are all failed attempts, and these are all just exercises, right? Learning how to draw ovals. These are all exercises, right? And I'm just gonna get better. Don't worry about it, right? So these are all exercises. This is me trying to draw my apartment where I used to live at. As you guys can see, my perspective really wasn't that good. Now this is me drawing people, and I got pretty decent at it, right? This is all like in the first 1 or 2 months, right? This is pretty decent, right? It's not that bad. I like this one a lot. This is my favorite one, right? And this is more trees that I drew. Oh shit, right? What else? Oh shit, fuck! I completely forgot about this one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was my best drawing to date. That was in the first 2 months. This was my best drawing to date. I like that because I like the contrast. What I wanted to do, I wanted to give you a feeling like almost as I wanted to give you the feeling like a clairvoyance, like you're just looking at a dude who's meditating, but you're not supposed to look at him, right? So that was not a bad look. What I liked about it is that I properly conveyed aerial perspective, but not here. This is not. There's not a lot of good perspective going on here. What should have been was this. Realistically speaking, these should be more detailed, and he should be more blurry. But that's okay, right? This was my attempt at drawing Larry Bird. This is Joe Rogan. Again, first 2 months, right? This is first 2 months, right? This is a raster file that I try to draw, right? And again, people, I say first 2 months because it helps me stay motivated. Because I can't be comparing myself to these kids, these 20-year-old kids, man. Like, they're too good. So what I do is I like to keep things in proper perspective by constantly saying these kids, right? So now, what else did I did, right? In the first 2 months, I also did a lot of gesture drawing, right? Why did I do a lot of gesture drawing? Because I want to make sure that I get good at learning how to draw movement, how to convey motion, right? That's my thing. Oh, actually, these are recent ones. Yeah, I think these are recent. Yeah, these are recent ones. Yep, these are recent ones. So, all right. So let me show you more of the progress, right? So now then I got this sketchbook, and again, guys, it's gonna get a little bit better, right? So this is the sketchbook that I bought. This was a pretty shitty one, to be honest with you. And this sketchbook was purely for exercises. Yeah, purely for exercises. And as you guys can see, this is just purely exercises, just gesture drawings, and I just fill this up with gesture drawings. Like it's not that filled up, right? But everything that I draw here is purely like just exercises. These are all just pure exercises, right? And they're not that good. But let me show you when my drawing, like when I actually drew, right? Now this was in the first. Let me see. I believe this was in the first 4 months or so. Let me see. What was my legit drawing? All right. So this is after 2 or 3 months, right? I tried to draw a garden. Couldn't draw it right. Okay. Couldn't draw the garden right. I tried to draw in my park where I lived at. Couldn't draw it right, as you guys can see. Right. Look. Right. Couldn't draw it correctly. I mean, look, guys, this is not good for me. For me, this is not good, right? Not to my standards, right? And then I went to tutorials on how to draw trees. So I cannot get any credit for this, right? Now this is me. I drew this one, which was kind of surprised me that I was able to draw this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised that I was able to draw this, right? But whatever, right? It's pretty cool. Right, this is an unconscious self-portrait of me, unconsciously. I didn't know I drew myself. Right, and this is when I started getting decent. I was like, nice, not that bad, right? I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's just a dude flowering people who are slaves as plants. And this is my apartment that I drew. This is my first nice one, right? And I'm actually gonna be showing you guys and here's actually this is my first attempt at drawing, right? This is 3 months in, and this was 1 month in. How crazy is that, right? Look at this. It went from this to this in 3 months. That's dope, right? And what I'm doing here, what I was learning a lot of cross hatchings. I was looking at a lot of Leonardo's drawings, a lot of Michelangelo's drawings, and I was just, practicing what they did and stuff like that. I mean, this is me trying to draw perspective lines, but it wasn't that good. I wasn't good with perspective. This is me attempting to draw a Van Gogh, which is kind of decent, but I don't take credit whenever I'm copying someone else's work. This is nothing crazy, right? And now this is my favorite nice one. Now this is when I came when I did this, right? I fucking came, because I couldn't believe that I drew this. Like, I could not believe that I drew this. So this excited me. This was 3 months and a half into it. This was like in December. Yeah, December, right? And here, this was most recent. This was December. Yeah, late December, right? Which wasn't that good. As you guys can see, his legs look like fucking jeans. They look like jeans, right? So what I did then is I went back and began studying anatomy. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. I went back and studied some anatomy, and I fixed it up, right? But let me show you more stuff, right? So this is 3 months into it. 3 months, right? Yeah. And I know this because I can sense it. I remember when I drew this. This is my grandma. She looks Chinese, but she's really evil though. Don't let her cuteness fool you. She's pretty pissed off in this photo. This was a dude meditating above crying people. I don't know why I do that. This is me, and look, this is when I began learning cross hatchings. Actually, this is when I began learning how to cross hatch. This is actually a big turning point, because then you see the difference in my art here. Like, I began cross hatching, right? This is, and as you guys can see, the reason why his arm is super strong is because he masturbates. So, oops, right? And he's meditating, but in reality, he's unaware of the suffering around him. So this represents the normal spiritual person on earth, where they think they're an angel, but in reality, they're standing on other people's suffering, right? So this is when I began cross-hatching. As you guys can see, I got pretty excited. So then I was cross-hatching everything. This was 3 months into it, this one, and this was just like 4 or 5 months into it. So you can clearly see the difference, right? But this is me learning anatomy. This is the scapula, right? And again, here's me learning cross hatches. I was very proud of this, because that was the first time I was able to draw an object that looks kind of decent. This is nothing, whatever, right? And again, this is just me practicing cross hatchings. Again, practicing cross hatchings. Excited, right? Practicing cross hatchings once again, right? This is just me practicing cross hatchings, right? And nothing crazy here. And this is me. This is like an airplane drawing. I mean, it's to me, it was nice at the time, but now I look at it and it's like, As you guys can see, I didn't have a good understanding of perspective, right? This is the airplane, and this is a coffee shop in Mexico, right? It's nothing. It's nice, but it's not. And this is the Airbnb that I stayed in Mexico, which I ruined. I should have never tried to paint over it, but I like this a lot. It was such a nice room that I had to draw it, right? Let me see. And this is me studying anatomy. This is how I study anatomy. I pretty just drawing, and this is just me practicing different techniques. When I do this, these are doodles, but doodles to me are the most important things, because that's when you begin to practice different things. Like, for example, here I began practicing line weight. This is when you begin to see line weight being introduced in my drawings a lot more, right? Line weight gives the drawings extra depth. Like, you see more line weight here. Here, there's more line weight than here. Like, line weight to me is fucking incredible. And then you'll see in the drawings how when I began adding line weight, my drawings began to get better, right? And this is like a failed attempt at drawing. Me studying anatomy, right? This is me drawing my friend when we were in Paris, right? So this was 6 months ago. This was like in January, right? So this was 4 months into it, right? So this was January, and this is when I stopped drawing. I stopped drawing here. This is me studying. This was actually this was December. Yeah, no, this is January, and this is when is it? This is January also, right? Again, I remember. I don't know how I remember. This is January as well. No, this is December actually, and this is the most recent. This is February, right? I never finished it, but this is when I began like getting good at, like, not good, but this is when I began studying more. When I began studying more shading properly, right? I began just properly shading things correctly. These are just doodles. These are just doodles. Just fucking doodles. I mean, just doodles. And then, ironically, I fucking sprained my ankle that week when I drew that, right? Now, okay, so this is more recent, right? So let me show you more of the... Alright, so now, this is when I started, like, getting kind of decent, right? I mean, I keep saying that. Actually, so this is more recent ones, right? And this is just head drawings, right? Right, this is just head drawings. This is me unconsciously me drawing myself. And again, this is just me practicing. Again, look at this, right? When you see this and then you suddenly see this, right? No. And then you suddenly see this, right? This came from this. This is just me practicing some shading techniques. As you can see, I'm practicing slowly going from light to dark. As you guys can see, I'm practicing this right here, right? I'm practicing it here, as you guys can see. Like, I'm just practicing these kind of shadings. Like, this is what you see here, right? This is what you see here. So this comes from all of this, right? This didn't come from nowhere. So as you guys can see, you guys can see, I made a lot of mistakes here, but like, I mean, this is to me, this, when I drew this, I was like, holy shit, dude, this is crazy, right? And look, this is the same drawing as this, right? Like, I drew this and I fucked up, right? As you guys can see. So then I went back and drew anatomy, studied anatomy, got a course in anatomy, practiced it, right? And you saw those anatomy pictures, and I fixed it to this, right? So that's how you do it, man. That's how you improve, right? So before I drew it, I was drawing the mannequin, right? And here's another one, right? And this is the museum drawing. Right here, right? See? You see the same techniques in here as you saw in the other ones, right? What else? So also, this is as well. This is when I began. This is also like four months into it. When I remember the lamp that I drew. This is around that time, right? As you guys can see, it's not that good. This is just me. This is when I began learning about cross hatchings, like I said. And again, this is just me drawing squares. This is just me drawing different things in different angles, like just learning about perspective, proper perspective. And it's just me doodling, me doodling. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. This is just me, just doodle, guys. I mean, this is just me learning. This is just me applying new skills. These again is cross hatching. This is when I began learning cross hatchings, right? Cross hatchings. This is just me applying new skills, right? It's just cross hatchings, applying cross hatchings and stuff like that, right? This is more like, this is definitely not around the same time I drew this. This was like 3 months into it. This is like 4 months into it, right? So definitely not the same time period. Right, this is just, again, it's just me drawings, just drawing, training drawings. This is just me drawing when I began drawing in ballpoint pens, right? And then I began experimenting because I liked the way it looked. As you guys can see, then I began experimenting with it. And again, I got kind of decent at the cross hatchings. And then there's me experimenting with ballpoint and the ink. Just experimentations. This was like 2 months ago. And again, I stopped drawing for like a few months, for 2 months. So I'm a little disappointed I stopped drawing for a few months, right? And this is my sketchbook that I use to just practice cross hatchings, right? This is just to practice cross hatchings, you know, like this is just me practicing cross hatchings, getting it, practicing the anatomy, practicing C shapes, S shapes. All of the things that you see come from this, right? See? This is so yeah, as you guys can see, this is when I was trying to fix, remember the mistake that I did with the leg? So I went back, studied the leg, yeah, right? Oh, we're not done, people. Oh no, we're not done yet. We're gonna show you guys some of the drawings that I did, right? Alright, so let me show you guys some of the drawings, right? Because I don't want to show you guys loose paper, right? But it's actually useful. Actually, these are actually kind of useful. Actually, here's the first one that I did that actually kind of shocked me when I did this one. This was 3 months into it. This shocked me. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I drew this. Like, this is actually kind of nice. Like, I was like, wow. I could definitely do this better, but it was actually kind of nice, right? This is my roommate, me trying to draw my roommate, 2 months into it. And now, let me show you guys more of the drawings, right? That sounds so gay. Now, let me show you guys more of the drawings. Like, oh my god, right? Like, oh my gosh, let me show you guys the drawings, right? So we got more though. Hold on, we're not done here, right? So now here are more recent ones, right? And again, look, so this is me refining some skills, right? This is me refining some skills. And this is what led to the next drawing that I'm gonna show you, right? This is what led to this drawing. right? So these are my most recent ones. This one, fucking what's his name? R. Kelly, right? I like that a lot. I like the drama in this, right? This is me trying to draw David. It didn't work out. And these are all the doodles that led to that point. Why? Because again, this is me drawing, learning how to shade properly, shading cross contours, learning line weight. This is what led to the last drawing that I showed you guys. All right. This came before the other drawings. Right. Again, like the reason why I'm saying this is because it doesn't just come out of nowhere, like, you know. And then as you guys can see, this is just me drawing this. And what's funny about this drawing is that I was actually depressed when I drew this, and somebody told me, dude, this actually represents something. This represents somebody whose job, working table, they're ignoring their work. This is full of energy. There's nothing here. This person looks depressed. This person is facing away from his work. And that was me, because I wasn't drawing for 2 months, right? Because I had all these injuries. And so it was kind of funny how that is, but again, I didn't finish it, right? But yeah, this is the most recent one that I did, right? And let me show you guys my most recent head drawing that I'm doing. Let me show you guys this. And I like these a lot. These are my recent drawings. And I'm actually kind of proud of these. Oh shit. I'm proud of these, because these are the... Oh shit. Oh, there's one more that I didn't show you guys. It's this one. Oh shit. We got this here, right? David, right here. See that? David right here. And which one was the other one? What else? We have this. This is nothing crazy. I mean, it's whatever, right? And man, there was one that I had right now that was nice. Fuck me. It's right here. Is it here? I think it's a loose sheet of paper. 1 second, people. I think I'll post it up in this, right? So let me show you guys my head drawings, right? Actually, you see the head drawings on the screen when you guys see the thing, but let me just guide you guys through it, right? And again, these all come from practice, right? And you'll see the progression, right? This all comes from practice. This all comes from practice, people. You don't just shit this out, you know? You don't shit it out. This comes from practice. I accidentally either drew me or Justin Bieber. I don't know who that is. Right? This all comes from practice, right? Practice. This is all just train drawings. This was yesterday. I'm so excited looking at my drawings, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's very exciting. These are gestural drawings, gesture, right? And this is yesterday's drawings. And I like that one a lot. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of that one. And this is just me following a tutorial, right? So yeah, people, that's my art progress. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys can feel inspired by it. And again, this is somebody putting their money where their mouth is, because I talk a lot about learning skills fast, but you know, like, how many coaches do you know actually put their money where their mouth is? I'm actually doing what I'm telling you guys to do, right? So what I want you to do is go out there and do that, right? Follow my lead, because hey man, I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work. I'm telling you guys to put in the work. But let me give you guys some advice for anyone who wants to learn to draw. I'm not an expert in drawing, but this is my goal. For those who want to know my goal. My goal is to be a professional artist within the next 2 years. I think I'm going to be a professional artist, like qualified for a professional artist within 2 years. But I want to be the best that I could be. The very best that I could be. Like literally the pinnacle of my personal achievement. I want to have it on my own, because it's the best that I could do is something that I'm going to be proud of when I die, right? So that's what I want to do, and I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna be able to do it, and work as an artist, and get paid as an artist and stuff like that. And this is something that you guys, you know, you guys gotta find what your purpose is. But for those who want to learn how to draw, this is what I began to focus on. One, focus on learning proper geometry, not the math, but learning how to draw organic perspective, like perspective in an intuitive way. So I will check out what's it called, draw a box. Go to YouTube and go to draw a box and do all of their exercises, and then use that for the first month. After that, I would advise that you check out, let me show you guys some of the things that I would advise for you guys to check out. You see, I wouldn't personally, I'm not on the path of learning how to paint yet. What I'm doing, I'm following Da Vinci's path. He drew for 4 years and began painting after 4 years of drawing. I'm gonna begin drawing I'm gonna begin painting next year, right? So why? Because I want to learn how to draw with the two values, and then I could add hue, saturation, you know, whatever. I'm not too much of an expert, but yeah, people, that's my progression. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I think look, man, I think in this video, I think I'll be posting my first drawing. You guys will be able to see my first drawing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. And yeah, man, take care.